So we'll see about C identifiers. C identifiers is nothing but it's simple, when we in our home, see for if you want to keep a name for a baby, we have a lot of rules, like it should start with this name letter, and it should be related to our religion, something like that. We have a lot of restrictions. Similar way, when you are writing a program, in the program you will be declaring some variables, you will be having some function. Let's take here int a is a variable. So this a is a variable name. While keeping this name, you have to follow some rules and regulation that is defined by Dennis Ritchie. That rules and regulation is nothing but your identifier rules. See here, a also is a variable, count also is a variable, but there is a difference between both of this. Count is a more meaningful name, whereas a is just a common. Correct? And not only the variable names, even for the function name. If you are writing a function, for the function name also you should write in a very proper, a meaningful one, as well as you have to follow some rules and regulation what is defined here. So the C identifiers is nothing but names of variables, functions, macros, and structure. Okay, any of few things you will understand later. What is macro, what is the structure variable, structure name, and other things as well you will understand later. For now, the variable and the function names you can keep it. So while giving a name for the variables and function names, the variable names and function names are called as the identifiers. Must specify the variable name or the function name appropriately. What is the meaning of appropriately is, you should write the name in a proper meaningful one. See, instead of writing it as a, if you write it as a count, which makes more sense. So count makes more sense, right? So what purpose you are going to use that variable? Count is a counter. Like instead of declaring it as a int x, int y, you declare it as a int height, width, area, perimeter. Like that, it should be a more meaningful one. So that if I am writing the program, later you are seeing the program also, you will be able to understand. See, this program, this particular variable, why he has declared. Instead of writing it as a x, if you write it as an area, easily nobody need to explain the program. He will be able to automatically understand. That's the meaning of specify the variable name or function name appropriately with the proper name. Example, int count is a more appropriate name instead of writing it as a int x or int a. What are the rules for these identifiers? These are the few rules. Legal characters, it means the allowed characters are small a to small z and capital A to capital Z, 0 to 9, and underscore. Okay, this is not hyphen, this is underscore. Only these characters you have to use while writing a variable name or while writing a function name. For any identifiers, only these characters are allowed. Suppose if I declare a variable int abc $123, so will this be a valid variable name? No. Why?
Special character.
So the special character dollar is used. Dollar is not allowed. That's not the legal character. Okay. Suppose if I declare int abc123, is this valid? It is valid because all are legal characters. It is case significant. It means if I declare a variable abc123, here if I try to use abc123 is equal to 100, it is not a valid one because here you are used lower case, here you are using the upper case. This is different and this is different. Both are different. It is case significant, and the first character must be alphabet or underscore. Look at here, the first character is alphabet. First character is alphabet. So whenever you declare a variable name or function name, the first character, it should be alphabet A, B, C, or like a count 1, 2, 3. This is valid whether it is uppercase or lowercase, but first character should be alphabet or underscore. Or you are declaring underscore ABC. This is also valid. But if you declare 1, 2, 3 underscore ABC, it is not a valid one. See, all are legal character only, but it should not start with the numeric character. It should start with either underscore or alphabet. And it can be any length. There is no restriction for this identifier length. So you can have 1 character, or you can have 2 characters, 20 characters, 1000 characters, 100 characters, like that. You can have a n number of characters, but it should be a legal character, and it should be like a first character should be underscore or alphabet.
So what about the third example? Because declaration small a BC 1 to 3, initialization caps a BC 1 to 3. Should be caps or small same?
No, it's not same. That's what I said. This is small, right? So small and capital both are different. If you declare like this, but in the program, if you are using like this, then it will give compilation error. It will treat this is different variable, this is different variable. Variable undefined, like that, we will get error.
We can use either uppercase or lowercase.
You can use anything, but see, if you are using like this, then you declare like this.
Okay.
Or if you declared a small ABC, then you have to use all the places like a small ABC. And as a last, keyword should not be used as an identifier. So keyword means the predefined words. Example, this void is a one keyword, int is a one keyword, okay, and this include is a one keyword. So these all should not be used as an identifier. It means you should not declare a variable like this, int void. See, int a you are declaring, int count you are declaring, that is valid. But int void if you declare, for this void already some other meaning is there. That you should not use it. So suppose I am declaring as a like a int underscore void. Is this valid? Yeah, it is valid. Underscore void is a valid one because it is not a keyword. This is keyword, but this is not a keyword. This is a. Got confused. See, what I am saying. What is keyword? Keyword. This is a keyword. This is a keyword. This is a keyword. So keyword is nothing but for those words already there is some meaning, or there is like a Dennis Rich has defined some meaning for that word. Those words you have to use only for that purpose. See, int is a keyword. Where and all you will use int a while declaring variable, int x, int count, like that while declaring the variable you will use the keyword int. But this int, sir, I am declaring one variable like a floating variable, float. The name is int. Look at here. Float is a, you are trying to declare one floating variable. The variable name what you are giving? Int. It's not valid because int, there is some other purpose for int. That you should not use as a variable name. Suppose you are using underscore int, that is different. That is all.